Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing my bookshelf tour, my long-awaited bookshelf tour. I recently moved a couple months back and I finally got a bookshelf. I've never had bookshelves before since this house and I'm super stoked to be showing you my bookshelves today. They are beautiful, I love them, I love all my books, and in case you're wondering, I counted them and I have 200 books. So yeah, exactly 200 on the dot, which is pretty funny, but 200 books. Hopefully it will expand. I've read most of them, but yeah, I don't know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, let's just get to the books. So right here is my first bookshelf from afar. There's like 12 different compartments that hold my books. Yeah, it's kind of short, but it's custom made to fit in this little area in my room. But yeah, I'm just going to go through each little section and show you the books I have. Okay, starting up here, I have my Colleen Hoover and Jamie Maguire books. These are my favorite new adult books. So I've got Slammed, Point of Retreat, This Girl, Hopeless, Losing Hope, Finding Cinderella, and Maybe Someday, all by Colleen Hoover. And then I have Beautiful Disaster, Walking Disaster, Beautiful Oblivion, and A Beautiful Wedding by Jamie Maguire. And these are all the books in the Beautiful series. I'm currently reading Beautiful Oblivion, and I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. Okay, and then you make your way down here, and these are all other new adult books that have kind of two by the same author, or they're a duology. This here up top is Easy and Breakable, both by Tamara Weber. Here is The Coincidence of Callie and Caden and The Redemption of Callie and Caden, both by Jessica Sorensen. This is The Edge of Never and The Edge of Always, both by J.A. Redmersky. Rule and Jet by Jay Cronover. These are two of the books in the Marked Men series, which I've only read these two, and I don't really know. They're okay. And then From Ashes and Taking Chances, both by Molly McAdams. Not my favorites, but I do own them. And then over here we have Sweet Thing by Renee Carlino and Reason to Breathe by Rebecca Donovan. I just have those there because there's no other spot for them. And then you come down here, and these are the last of my new adult books. First I've got Bared to You, Reflected in You, and Entwined with You, all in the Crossfire series, and then Spellbound, and these are all by Sylvia Day. And then I've got Gabriel's Inferno and Gabriel's Rapture, both by Sylvain Renard. These are the first two in the Gabriel's Inferno trilogy. I don't have the third book. And then I've got a ARC copy of Come to Me Quietly by A.L. Jackson, My Favorite Mistake by Chelsea Cameron, The Impact of You by Kendall Ray, Title by Emily Snow, Rumor Has It by Elizabeth Grace, and Unteachable by Leah Rader. And then coming back up to the top, so I've got This Is What Happy Looks Like and The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight, both by Jennifer E. Smith, Eleanor and Park and Fangirl, both by Rainbow Rowell, We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, Wonder by R.J. Palacio, Just One Day by Gail Forman, Tease by Amanda Marcial, and The Evolution of Calpurnia Tate by Jacqueline Kelly. And then coming down here, I have Matched by Ali Condi, The Beginning of After by, I think it's Jennifer Castle, yep, Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Rachel Kahn and David Levithan, The Boy on the Bridge by Natalie Stanford, and then I have all of my Lauren Oliver books, Panic, Before I Fall, and the Delirium trilogy, Delirium, Pandemonium, and Requiem. And then we go down to the last one, and there's some more young adult books. I've got Tom Levine's Party, Cracked by, I think, K.M. Walton, yep. 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher, Hooked by Catherine Greenman, The Unwritten Rule by Elizabeth Scott, Pushing the Limits by Katie McGarry, Cinder by Melissa Meyer, Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy by Allie Carter, Aces Up by Lauren Barnholt, The A-List by Zoe Dean, The ABCs of Kissing Boys by Tina Ferrero, LA Candy by Lauren Conrad, and Rules of Attraction by Simone Eccles. And then moving back up to this section, we've got The Duff by Cody Keplinger, My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick, Lola and the Boy Next Door, and Anna and the French Kiss, both by Stephanie Perkins, The One That I Want by Jennifer Eccles, The Boy I Loved Before by Jenny Colgan, The Selection by Kira Cass, The Outsiders by Essie Hinton, The Dirt Diary by Anna Stansowensky, Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, Cut by Patricia McCormick, Forget You, and Going Too Far, both by Jennifer Eccles. And then coming down here, I have all of my Pretty Little Liars books. I have, what, 10 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I have 10 of them, and I'm missing one right here, I know, that I lost. I have no idea, but I'm missing this book. And then there's a couple more that have been added to the series. I only read the first 8 books when they came out, and then I started adding more books on. So I have 3 of those, but I don't think I'm going to read them anytime soon, because I think I would have to read the whole series over. But I have read these 8. And that is Pretty Little Liars, Flawless, Perfect, Unbelievable, Wicked, Killer, Heartless, Twisted, Ruthless, and Stunning, all by Sarah Shepard. And then down here, I have the Twilight Saga, Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, and Breaking Dawn. Don't know where my 2 dust jackets went, and I know I have the ugly cover with Edward and Bella on it because I lost my original copy, but I stole my brother's so I could have the full collection on my shelf just because it looks nice. But yeah, I don't know what happened to the dust jackets on these 2. I've got The Uglies by Scott Westerfeld and The Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. This is an ARC copy. It's coming out this fall. And then City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. And then coming up to this last section, I've got 2 books in the Mother-Daughter Book Club by Heather Voigel Frederick. I don't know, I read those a while ago. The Boyfriend App by Katie Cease. Beneath the Glitter by Ellen Blair Fowler. Used to Be by Elaine Cook. Royally Crushed by something Burnham. Nikki Burnham. And then I've got The Tiger Rising and The Magician's Elephant by Kate DiCamillo. And then I have To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, which is my original copy, and it's a mess. And then coming down here, I have a couple of my adult books. I don't have a lot, as you can see. I have The Best of Me by Nicholas Sparks, The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak, Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Scoot, The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, Choke by Chuck Palahniuk, and Orange is the New Black by Piper Kerman. And then down here, I actually just have a bunch of my old, like, grade school books. These are, like, the Little Mary-Kate and Ashley books. The How I Survived Middle School series was my life. I have a lot of those. And then some other random ones. The Revealers, Frindle, some other random things. Another copy of The Tiger Rising. Just books I used to read in elementary school that I keep down there. So, yes, again, here is a little overview of this shelf. Yeah, that's the first shelf. And on top I just have like some random things, my Polaroid, a tapestry, my Breakfast Club signed poster, and then some little boxes with keepsake stuff in them. But yes, that's the first shelf. And over here, moving across the room, I can't really do a panel because it's kind of difficult. As you can see, there's like my dresser and there's the other bookshelf. So I have a fan too. But here is this bookshelf. It has a couple different books on here. I just didn't really have room on that bookshelf, so I started moving some of my books over here just to kind of spread out the books a little bit more. So I'll go through all these. Starting up here, I just have magazines. They're all like vegetarian magazines, and then like different ones with Shailene Woodley on the cover. I swear to God, they're all like Shailene Woodley. So yeah, those are my magazines. And then down here, all books that I got at Bookcon. I'll go through them, but I also have a video you can watch where I show every single one of these books. I have The Corin, Diary of the Fall by Michael Lobb, Bad Magic by P. Boschk, Unwritten by Charles Martin, The Four Corners of Palereno by Giuseppe de Piazza, The Goddess of Small Victories by Yannick Granet, The Prophet by Michael Cortia, The Girl in G by A.R. Torrey, Happy Are the Happy by Vasmina Reza, War Dogs by Greg Bear, One of Us by Tawny O'Dell, Alex by Pierre Lemaitre, and Hellfire Lounge by R. Allen Ledier. And then just moving over here, I have all of my Sarah Dessen and Susan Colasanti books. So I have Dreamland, Keeping the Moon, Someone Like You, This Lullaby, The Truth About Forever, Just Listen, and Along for the Ride, all by Sarah Dessen. These are all of the old covers. I know she recently came out with a bunch of beautiful new ones, but I do have the old ones. I'm missing a couple of her books, but I have most of them. I think I'm missing like 2 or 3. And then I have 3 Susan Colasanti books, Something Like Fate, Take Me There, and All I Need. And then going up, I have my John Green books. So I have The Star Won't Go Up by Esther Earl, which obviously isn't by John Green, but he does the foreword in it, and it kind of felt like I should put it with the John Green books. And then I have my Barnes & Noble special edition of The Fault in Our Stars. And then I have Paper Towns, Looking for Alaska, the movie version of The Fault in Our Stars, and Will Grayson, Will Grayson. So those are my John Green books. And then over here I sort of have some like inspiration, poetry, storybooks, random things like that. I've got Bobby Brown Beauty Rules, Shel Silverstein's Where the Sidewalk Ends, which is a poetry book, Sylvia Plath's Collected Poems, so it's just a bunch of Sylvia Plath poems, Four Perfect Pebbles. This is a Holocaust story by Lilia Pearl. I actually met her and she signed that for me, and she's a Holocaust survivor. It's really, really interesting stuff. I've got Unbroken by Laura Hillenbrand. This is my summer reading book this year, so I have to read that. Here is As Often as Miracles by Clementine Von Radics. It's a poetry book. It's my favorite poetry in the whole world. I have a video where I talk about that and I'll link it below. It's my favorite. And then I have two Chicken Soup books, Chicken Soup for the Kid Soul and for the Preteen Soul. Obviously I got these when I was a preteen and a kid and stuff, so I don't know, sometimes I just read those, but I have those there. Unexplained Zodiac by Sasha Fenton. I'm so obsessed with astrology and I love this book. 14,000 Things to be Happy About, and then I have some random notebooks right here. Okay, and then coming down to my last little section, there's a bunch of super random things in here. I have There's More to Life Than This by Teresa Caputo, Dare to Dream by One Direction. This is like a Demi Lovato book that I got when I was younger. I love Demi Lovato. Miles to Go by Miley Cyrus. This is really funny because it's all about her before she was the blonde Miley Cyrus, and it's really funny. And this is like a Justin Bieber book right here. It's hilarious. And then I've got my cookbooks. This is the Rachel Ray 30-Minute Meals for Kids book that I got when I was in 2nd grade, and I met her and she signed this for me, which is super cool. And then I have Okay, So Now You're a Vegetarian by Lauren Butts, Vegan Cooking for Everyone by Leah Lynna Main, a book about organic food, vegetarian cookbook. I just have a bunch of like vegetarian, vegan cookbooks because I'm a vegetarian, so I like to have those for ideas. And then I have the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Driver's Manual. When I was learning to drive, I read this like before I took my test and stuff. Who Stopped the Sale by Richard F. Libin. I read this for work. And then I have Hugs for Teens. I honestly don't know what that is. And then right here I have music books. So I have a One Direction music book, and then I have my Beatles music book, which is like guitar, teaching how to play the songs and stuff. So that's all that. So yes, that is that whole bookshelf. On top there I just have my camera case, sunscreen, a PacSun bag that has all my paint and art stuff in there, a Sephora bag, my alarm clock, my glasses, and a snow globe. So yeah, just random stuff, but those are those books. So again, this is just the kind of panel from here. And that's my dresser, and then to here. So that's what all my books look like together. So that is all of my books. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was fun to watch. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments about my bookshelf, leave that down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And let me know any other video requests you have down below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you all. Bye! Now what you trying to say?